Miss Shazlin. My name is Hazwani and I am from Group 4. And for today's presentation, I'll be talking about um, the perceptual distortions. So let us begin. What is the definition of perception? As we can see here, perception is the process through which individuals interpret and respond to their environment. So it's a fundamental aspect of our everyday lives, personally and professionally. So our beliefs shape how we see the world and how we act and what kind of choices we make. So what influence our perception? There are four things that influence our perception. There are our personal experiences, our culture, our values, and also our mindset. For example, if a colleague sees you as hardworking and helpful, um, he is more likely to support your ideas and collaborate with you. And this mutual positive perception can lead to both of you achieving your career goals and also forming a good professional relationship. Next, uh, the importance of perception. So, in the workplace, both how we are perceived and how we perceive others are crucial for career advancement and relationship development. For example, imagine two employees at work, Alex and Jordan. Both are equally skilled and dedicated. Alex, however, is perceived as someone who is not only competent but also highly approachable. But Jordan, on the other hand, despite having similar skills as Alex, but he is seen as distant and less willing to cooperate. And so over time, Alex will receive more projects, gets invited to important meetings, and offered more work opportunities. But Jordan, despite his hard works, finds it challenging to break into uh, um, these circles or secure similar opportunities. Therefore, our perceptions and the perceptions others have of us are powerful tools that, when we manage wisely, can significantly impact our professional careers. Next, I'm going to explain about the perceptual distortions. Perceptual distortions happen when our brain incorrectly interprets what we see or sense. Um, Perceptual distortions is like our mind shortcuts that go wrong, causing us to misjudge what we see or experience. For example, if 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 you meet someone new and they are quiet, you might quickly assume that they are unfriendly, but in reality, maybe they could just be shy or having a bad day. Therefore, this snap judgment is a perceptual distortion where our brain takes a shortcut based on this limited info that we have, leading to a misunderstanding. So, next, what is the common perceptual distortions? There are many actually, but I'm going to only talk about the most common. There are stereotyping, the halo effect, and also the projection. First one is stereotyping. It involves fixed beliefs about characteristics of a particular group, leading to judgments based on preconceptions. So, so uh, it actually can lead us to unfair judgments. And what are the impacts? The stereotyping ignores individual differences, which can lead to prejudice and discrimination. And at work, it could lead to unfair hiring, unfair promotion, work assignments based on gender, race, or other group characteristics rather than the individual skills and qualifications itself. Next is the halo effect. Halo effect is a cognitive bias where our opinion of someone is influenced by our perception of their personality. The impact of this halo effect may bias professional performance, evaluations, hiring, and leadership choices. Um, we may overvalue a candidate's competence and potential due to their likability or one positive trait. Next is the projection. Projection is when individuals attribute their own thoughts, feelings, and desires onto others. So projection is actually what happen when we project our own thoughts, um, or feelings without justification. It's actually a defense mechanism that lets people deny their feelings while seeing them in others. For example, a manager who doubts their leadership skills may blame their team for lacking confidence in their direction, not realizing the problem is on themselves. And the final part of perceptual distortions is I'm going uh, to give some examples of perceptual distortions that happen in the movie that we have chosen for this assignment, that is The Devil Wears Prada. So the first one, stereotyping. For example, Andy, when joining Runway magazine, is quickly judged by her colleagues and even her boss, Miranda Priestley, based on her simple, non-fashion forward appearance. And this judgment is not about her capability or potential, but rather an assumption that her lack of interest in fashion equates to incompetence or a lack of sophistication. And this kind of stereotype overlooks the skills, intelligence, and her work determination. Next is the halo effect. We can see that the halo effect explained or illustrated in this movie is when Miranda, the editor in chief, benefits from the halo effect. Her her reputation in the fashion industry lead people to automatically associate her with positive attributes such as his impeccable taste and his and her infallibility in her professional judgments. This perception is most likely overshadows her flaws and the complexities of her personality, uh, um, because because it's painting a picture of her that may not fully match the reality. And the final one is projection. So Miranda Priestley may project her fears and insecurities about maintaining her top position onto her employees. For instance, her high demands, her critical nature, and her seemingly unreasonable expectations might reflect her own internal fears of failure or being replaced. So, so projection in this case distorts a perception of employees' capabilities and motivations, possibly seeing threats or inadequacy where actually there are none. I think that's all from me now. Thank you for your time, Miss.